Sometimes an agent needs information or services outside what's already available to it. For example, external real-time data, internal services, external apps, or even public APIs. Agents can use external REST APIs to retrieve this information or call these services. The external REST tool lets an agent call a REST API. For this example, we'll use a market salary API that demonstrates many of the key concepts. There are 4 steps to creating and configuring an external REST tool. First, create the tool. Next, within the tool, configure authorization for the service. Define the REST functions that the tool will be able to use. Finally, add the tool to an agent and test that the agent calls it successfully. We start signed in as an administrator in AI Agent Studio. From the Tools tab, add a new external REST tool. Give the tool a clear name, code, family, product, and description. For a read-only public API, human approval usually is not required, but for actions that change data, you can require a reviewer to approve the call before the tool runs. For the authorization, first enter only the base instance URL for the service. Do not include paths, query parameters, or a trailing slash. Notice that the tool supports basic username password, OAuth, and Oracle OCI authentication. The market salary tool uses an API key instead of authentication, so we set it to none. Next, we define the function or functions the agent can call from that endpoint. For each function, provide the API name, REST operation type, relative resource path, and a description of the function. The documentation for your API should provide the parameters you need and how to pass them. We'll enter the first and fade in the rest. Notice that for years of experience, you explicitly list the allowed values in the description. Sample queries help the agent identify when to use the tool. For the Market Salary API, we use an example of a Node.js developer in New York City with any level of experience. Most REST endpoints require special headers. For the Salary web service, you must specify the content type and an API hostname and key. Finish creating the tool. To test it, you need to create a supervisor agent team with a worker agent that uses the tool. To save time, we've already created the team and agent, so all we need to do is add the tool to the agent. Before continuing, it's worth seeing how the REST tool is used in the agent prompt. Notice that the prompt explicitly identifies the tool and when to use it, both in the instructions and in the guidelines. Now navigate to the agent team and test your results. We've successfully created and tested an external REST tool in AI Agent Studio. Thanks for watching.